it's Bob Mason from FX Empire, and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, EOS, Ethereum, and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, and the daily support, resistance, and pivot levels. It is Monday, the 24th of August. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar, bearish start to the morning here after last week's pullback. Going to need to see Bitcoin move back through the pivot level at 11,646 to support a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 11,753. Support from the broader market to break out from yesterday's high that was 11,736. So buying an extended rally on the day, that first major resistance level would cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, got the second major resistance level sitting at 11,844. to pin Bitcoin back from any run at 12,000 levels on the day. Failure to move through the pivot level would bring the first major support level sitting at 11,555 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, should see Bitcoin avoid the second major support level sitting at 11,448. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a narrowing of the bullish histograms and a bearish crossover there supporting this morning's early pullback. Looking at the EMAs, we're seeing the 50 narrow against the 100 and the 200, however. So key through the morning would be to move back through the pivot at 11,646 and a return to 11,700 levels to support a run back through to 11,800. Moving across to EOS against the US dollar. Also bearish start to the morning. Going to need to see EOS move back through the pivot at 3.3126 to support a run at the first major resistance level, 3.3960. Support from the broader market to break out from yesterday's high that was at 3.3887. So buying an extended rally on the day, first major resistance level and resistance of 3.4 should cap any upside. In the event of breakout, got the second major resistance level sitting at 3.4720, though unlikely to come into play on the day. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level sitting at 3.23666 into play. Should the EOS continue to avoid sub 3s, second major support level sits at 3.1532. Looking at the MACDs, we've got a bearish crossover there, supportive of this morning's pullback, and we're seeing the 50 EMA pullback from the 100 and the 200, suggestive of a bearish day ahead. So key through the morning will be to move back through the pivot at 3.3126 and break out from 3.35 levels to bring that first major resistance level into play. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, tracking the broader market, bearish start to the morning. Going to need to see Ethereum move through the pivot at 391.45 to support a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 399.22. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break out from the pivot through to 395 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, first major resistance level and yesterday's high 400 should cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, second major resistance level sitting at 407.78 would cap any upside on the day. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the first major support level sitting at 382.89 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, should see Ethereum avoid the 38.2% fib at 367. We've got the second major support level sitting at 375.12. Looking at the MACDs, we're seeing a narrowing of the bullish histogram and a possible bearish crossover there, supportive of the pullback we're seeing this morning. Nothing conclusive yet on the moving averages, so key through the morning will be to move back through the pivot at 391.45 to prevent another reversal. Finally, moving across to Ripple's XRP against the US dollar. Also bearish start to the morning. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP move through the pivot that's sitting at 0.2836 to support a run at the first major resistance level sitting at 0.2895. Support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break out from yesterday's high 0.28811. Barring extended rally on the day, that first major resistance level should pin Ripple's XRP back from a return to 0.29 levels. In the event of a breakout, second major resistance level at 0.2940 should cap any upside on the day. Failure to move back through the pivot would bring the first major support level sitting at 0.2791 into play. Barring extended sell-off, however, Ripple's XRP should avoid second major support level at 0.2732. Looking at the MACDs, seeing a narrowing of the bullish histograms and a possible bearish crossover. Nothing conclusive yet on the moving averages. The 50 did narrow against the 100 and the 200, but has flattened out. So key through the morning would be to move back through the pivot and take a run at 0.29 levels to support a recovery of last week's losses.